One Piece Bounty Rush just released the best update of all time for new players. And this is actually pretty crazy because before this, Bounty Rush was probably one of the hardest games to actually get started on and progress quickly right out of the gate. Especially if you don't want to spend money and stay entirely free to play. With the addition of the new easy, medium, and hard missions, all you really got to do is play League Battle like you normally would, and once you complete them all, you'll unlock Egghead Zoro. Egghead Zoro is a light runner, and he's a pretty decent one at that. He might not be a top tier character in this current meta, but he's definitely a decent one to have on your team. This guy has a hockey state, his King of Hell hockey state. He nullifies stun, and he nullifies status effects while he has his hockey state. He's kind of like an attacker focused runner. Pretty cool character. Showing you guys his skills and traits here real quick. You got the bird dance. And he's got the Death Lion song. After you complete the easy missions, you'll have access to the medium level missions. And once you complete those, you'll get Egghead Luffy. Egghead Luffy is a red runner who has one of the most crucial skills a runner could have in this game, which is the ability to teleport between flags. Pretty cool. He also has a Gatling skill like almost every other Luffy in this game, so that's kind of come to be expected at this point. But I still see people using this guy in League Battle to this day. After you finish the medium missions, you'll have access to the hard missions. And upon completing those, you'll unlock this guy, Egghead Sanji. Egghead Sanji is probably top 3 Bounty Fest defenders in the game at this moment. He's got really good damage reduction, he's got knockback, a lot of good traits, high defense buffs, extra skill cooldown, resist knockback, increased damage. So he's really a good defender. I see people using this guy in League all the time. I actually had an Egghead Sanji on my team earlier today, and bro was cooking up. He got over 10k score. Now prior to this update, the rookie missions that everyone's offered at the beginning of the game would only offer this guy, Paramount War Marineford Luffy, as your reward. Now, even though this guy did get a buff a while back, he is still straight cheeks. You can't take this guy into League without getting absolutely split open. You're going to get defiled, you're probably going to get mad at the game, and you're going to wonder why on earth you already invested probably multiple hours at this point into playing One Piece Bounty Rush. This dude's trash. And he was the only thing Bandai had to offer for new players, unless they got lucky on some summons or wanted to spend money on the game. My personal favorite feature that came with this update is the ability to gain these Luffy medals that already have 9-star traits just from completing those missions. Every single one of these medals is extremely useful in their own way and part of great medal sets. One of the most important aspects of having a strong team in One Piece Bounty Rush is going to be the medals that you equip to your character. And before this update, the only 2 medals that Bandai gave you right out of the gate are these 2 right here. The Battle Axe medal with 1 12% HP trait and then 2 basically useless traits. Now this medal isn't that bad once you have it fully built up and put on another Luffy set, because it does give you skill 2 cooldown upon KOing an enemy. So that's not bad. But the other one they gave you is the Shanks medal. As you can see, this Shanks medal does not have a single useful stat on it. It's got 7.5% attack, 6% attack, and 12% crit. And if you didn't know already, crit is absolute dog water. No one uses that shit on any of their characters. It's probably the most useless trait in the game. Also, another thing they added with this update, which isn't entirely a new idea since Bandai has done this in the past plenty of times, but they're giving us 24 days of free summons. Now, if you look at the drop rates, there's not really any super good characters in here. They're all step-ups, which are the lowest tier of character besides 2 and 3 stars. However, these will definitely boost up your support, and getting this at the beginning of the game is going to be super helpful because there's a lot of zone units in here, some new worlds, grand lines. Those are really the tags you want to look out for on your support. And while we're on the topic of summons, the newest banner that Bandai has released is actually the Pirate King himself, Gold D. Roger, the original version, who just so happened to get buffed a little bit less than a year ago, and this guy is deadly. He's got the Kamusari, the Divine Departure, and this thing has the capabilities to one-shot almost any character in the game once he has his stacks. You'll be clapping cheeks left and right with this man. His skill 2 is also pretty crazy. When you're holding down his skill 2, he basically absorbs all the damage that he receives, and then as soon as you release that button, it just lets go a devastating wave of hockey that can basically one-shot anyone. Now you may be asking me, okay, Joy Boy, up to this point I kind of understood everything, but what does this Roger banner have anything to do with new players, bro? You're kind of losing track with this shit. And to that I say, Roger actually has a Rainbow Diamonds cost, his guaranteed price, even if you don't get lucky, of only 700 Rainbow Diamonds. And if you spend 700 Rainbow Diamonds on his banner, you not only get a copy of Roger, but you'll end up with enough frags to make him level 80, 5-star, right off the bat. And if you don't know this yet, you basically need your characters to be level 80 before you can take them into League, because before that, they don't have all their traits unlocked. And without all your traits unlocked, especially the most essential ones that come after you unlock that level 80 5-star status, your character's probably just kind of like a shell of itself. Not really going to do what it was designed to do, and you're basically getting a watered down, free trial version of the full potential the character has. Now, I don't like how long it takes to level your characters up via special training, but when Bandai decides to release banners like this where they give you character fragments on every step, it's really not that bad. Now, before you guys run to the comments and start asking me, bro, how am I going to get 700 Rainbow Diamonds? I just started playing the game and his banner's only here for 2 weeks. Well, here's your answer, bro. You got to pull up your solo missions, and if you complete every single one of these, you will get more than enough to unlock that Gold D. Roger. You'll get way more than 700 gems. You'll probably have 700 gems by just doing the episodes. And the episodes are a lot easier to complete than the practice, because you usually just have to KO a character. Now, you can get more gems from the practice missions. I haven't even completed all mine yet. I've completed none of the hard ones and only 82 out of 156 of the normal, but that'll give you some more gems too. So in my opinion, this update has really made it so that right now is the best time in the entire game's history to start off as a new player and actually have a good experience with the game. Because realistically, man, you're going to end up with a good defender, Egghead Sanji, 2 decent runners. I do feel like Egghead Luffy's probably the better of the two, and you could unlock Gold D. Roger, the king of the goddamn pirates, with probably only an hour or two of grinding missions. And you'll have enough medals to actually put on your character instead of spending at least a month grinding out challenge battle to get medal traits and trying to farm them the normal way through upgrades, and then gambling your diamonds to see if you could even retain the 3-star trait that you spent so much time and effort trying to get. So if you've been considering trying to pick up Opbr and get into the game, get into the community, which I really do think it has one of the best communities for any game I've been involved in. Sure, there's some bad apples and shit talkers and glazers and pessimists of every kind. However, I don't think I've ever been a part of a community that had even more amazing people in it. I've made some pretty good friends in this community, and it's amazing to be a part of. And I love playing this game. I love One Piece. If you like One Piece and you've seen some videos and you thought, damn, that game looks pretty cool, there's never been a better time to start playing than right now. Trust me on this one. And if you do want to start playing the game, I got plenty of other videos you could check out. And even if you've already been playing for a while, I would check out my ulti video. It's my favorite video I've ever put together. So watch that shit. Check out the glaze. Check out the best character in Opbr. And really, thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, drop a sub, like it, comment something you liked, comment something you didn't like, talk some shit, whatever you want to do, bro. And if you want to be a part of a decent community, join my Discord server with the link I put in the description. And you can feel free to shoot me a friend request in-game, because I put my player ID down there too. And who knows, you might get a random invite from me at 3 a.m. one day. Anyways, thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next one.